Welcome to this American Citizenship presentation. In this presentation, we will study the 100 civics questions and answers you must know to pass this part of your naturalization interview. This presentation is divided in 9 groups by topics. This way, it will be easier for you to memorize all this content. Let us begin. In group number 1, we study important people of the United States. What is the name of the President of the United States now? Donald Trump. What is the name of the Vice President of the United States now? James David Vance, also known as J.D. Vance. What is the name of the Speaker of the House of Representatives now? Mike Johnson. Who is the Chief Justice of the United States now? John Roberts. Who wrote the Declaration of Independence? Thomas Jefferson. The Federalist Papers supported the passage of the U.S. Constitution. Name one of the writers. James Madison. Who was the first president? George Washington. Who is the father of our country? George Washington. Who was president during World War I? Woodrow Wilson. Who was president during the Great Depression and World War II? Franklin Roosevelt. Before he was president, Eisenhower was a general. What war was he in? World War II. What is one thing Benjamin Franklin is famous for? United States diplomat. What was one important thing that Abraham Lincoln did? Freed the slaves. What did Martin Luther King Jr. do? Fought for civil rights. What did Susan B. Anthony do? Fought for women's rights. Who lived in America before the Europeans arrived? American Indians. Name one American Indian tribe in the United States. Cherokee. What group of people was taken to America and sold as slaves? Africans. In group number 2, we study important dates in the history of the United States. In what month do we vote for president? In November. When is the last day you can send in federal income tax forms? On April 15th. When do we celebrate Independence Day? On July 4th. When was the Declaration of Independence adopted? July 4th, 1776. When was the Constitution written? In 1787. In group number 3, we study important numbers in the history of the United States. We elect a U.S. representative for how many years? 2 years. We elect a president for how many years? 4 years. We elect a U.S. senator for how many years? 6 years. How many justices are on the Supreme Court? 9. How many amendments does the Constitution have? 27. How many U.S. senators are there? 100. The House of Representatives has how many voting members? 435. In group number 4, we study important parts of the government of the United States. What is the economic system in the United States? Capitalist economy. What stops one branch of government from becoming too powerful? Separation of powers. Who does a U.S. Senator represent? All people of the state. Why do some states have more representatives than other states? Because they have more people. What does the judicial branch do? Reviews laws. Under our Constitution, some powers belong to the federal government. What is one power of the federal government? To print money. Under our Constitution, some powers belong to the states. What is one power of the states? Give a driver's license. Name one branch or part of the government. The Congress. Who is in charge of the executive branch? The President. Who is the commander-in-chief of the military? The President. Who signs bills to become laws? The President. Who vetoes bills? The President. If the President can no longer serve, who becomes President? The Vice President. If both the President and the Vice President can no longer serve, who becomes President? The Speaker of the House. What does the President's cabinet do? Advises the President. What are the two major political parties in the United States? Democratic and Republican. What is the political party of the President now? Republican. Who makes federal laws? The Congress. What are the two parts of the U.S. Congress? The Senate and the House of Representatives. What is the highest court in the United States? The Supreme Court. What are two cabinet-level positions? Secretary of Education and Secretary of Labor. In group number 5, we study important documents of the United States. What is the supreme law of the land? The Constitution. What happened at the Constitutional Convention? The Constitution was written. What does the Constitution do? Sets up the government. What is an amendment? A change to the Constitution. The idea of self-government is in the first 3 words of the Constitution. What are these words? We, the people. What do we call the first 10 amendments to the Constitution? The Bill of Rights. There are 4 amendments to the Constitution about who can vote. Describe one of them. Citizens 18 and older can vote. What is one right or freedom from the First Amendment? Speech. What are 2 rights of everyone living in the United States? Freedom of expression and freedom of religion. What did the Declaration of Independence do? Declared our independence. What is the name of the national anthem? The Star-Spangled Banner. In group number 6, we study rights and responsibilities of everyone living in the United States. What is the rule of law? Everyone must follow the law. What are 2 rights of everyone living in the United States? What are 2 rights of everyone living in the United States? Freedom of speech and freedom of religion. What do we show loyalty to when we say the Pledge of Allegiance? The United States. What is one promise you make when you become a United States citizen? Give up loyalty to other countries. What is one responsibility that is only for United States citizens? Vote in a federal election. Name one right only for United States citizens. Vote in a federal election. What are two ways that Americans can participate in their democracy? Vote and join a political party. How old do citizens have to be to vote for president? 18 and older. When must all men register for the Selective Service? At age of 18. What is freedom of religion? You can practice any religion or not practice a religion. In group number 7, we studied geography of the United States. What territory did the United States buy from France in 1803? The Louisiana Territory. What is the capital of the United States? Washington, D.C. Name one of the two longest rivers in the United States. The Mississippi River. What ocean is on the west coast of the United States? The Pacific Ocean. What ocean is on the east coast of the United States? The Atlantic Ocean. Name one U.S. territory. Puerto Rico. Where is the Statue of Liberty? New York Harbor. Name one state that borders Canada. New York. Name one state that borders Mexico. California. Why does the flag have 50 stars? Because there are 50 states. Why does the flag have 13 stripes? Because there were 13 original colonies. There were 13 original states. Name 3. New York, Virginia, and Maryland. In group number 8, we study the history of wars and different events of the United States. What is one reason colonists came to America? Freedom. Why did the colonists fight the British? Because of high taxes. Name one war fought by the United States in the 1800s. The Civil War. Name the U.S. war between the North and the South. The Civil War. Name one problem that led to the Civil War. Slavery. What did the Emancipation Proclamation do? Freed the slaves. Name one war fought by the United States in the 1900s. World War I. Who did the United States fight in World War II? Japan, Germany, and Italy. During the Cold War, what was the main concern of the United States? Communism. What movement tried to end racial discrimination? The Civil Rights Movement. What major event happened on September 11, 2001 in the United States? Terrorists attacked the United States. Name two national U.S. holidays. Independence Day and Thanksgiving Day. In group number 9, we study location-based questions. Who is one of your state's U.S. senators now? Answer will vary here. Please look at the description part of this video for a link to the answer. Name your U.S. representative. Answers will vary here. Please look at the description part of this video for a link to the answer. Who is the governor of your state now? Answers will vary. Please look at the description part of this video for a link to the answer. What is the capital of your state? Answer will depend on where you live. In front of you, you have a map with all 50 states. Please look at the map and find your state, and the capital is right next to the red star. For example, if you live in Arizona, the capital is Phoenix, and if you live in the state of Texas, the capital is Austin. Let's continue. Thank you for being part of the audience during this presentation. If you found this content helpful, please subscribe, like, and also share this video. And I will see you in the next presentation.